Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian, I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. If you stick about for a few seconds at the end of the episode, we also have a question for you as well. Following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Before we dive into the episode, here's some pay data on another one of the Shadowrun podcasts out there for you to listen to.
Well, good morning, Golden City. Cheryl Starr here to bring you the latest updates on what's happening in our beautiful Golden City. Up first, how the Golden City was voted safest city in Naratova, and how our own Golden City Guard is making an impact. Up next, the Megacorps. Which ones are on the rise and how they are here to help you. And lastly, coming to you in the next hour, which companies are on a hiring...
Hoi hoi, chummers, this is Edda Sparks coming at you from the shadows. Now, this bull dreck that the Golden City is pushing about how safe it is here in the city is all nothing. The corporations ain't here to help you. There's something going on, my friends, in the shadows. And if you want to know more, stay tuned to What the Dice, releasing on every major podcasting platform on Fridays and on YouTube.
With their plans in ruins thanks to an out-of-control Decker following conspiracy theories, the team are going to need to think on the fly to salvage this run.
Fuck.
Exactly. So if you ever meet a Decker called Tin Hat, extract $3,500 from the fucker.
$3,500 is what we paid him.
Yep.
He technically did the job we paid him to do.
We didn't pay him in advance, did we?
Yep,
Why the fuck did we pay him in advance?
because that was the only way he would agree to work for us. Also, please, in Huggy, indoor voice, I am going to pass out again fairly soon, and I feel like I've earned it.
Will excuse my indoor voice, because we have just fucked up our entire objective for this.
It's not gone beyond repair. They will be in complete chaos tomorrow.
Sunshine, fairly soon, in about half an hour, you'll be taking 7 points of stun. It is currently, I'm going to say, round about 11 o'clock at night the day before right now.
Like I said, this patch is going to wear off pretty soon, but
We'll get you home, and you
Mav.
can pass out. Sunshine.
Okay, I think I'm going to need you to do the explaining
Yes.
of the plan for this one, but basically, okay, so the dock is still gonna need to keep operating, keep having vans going in and out, but
So we
they just
hope
don't.
that if we turn up with our end of the work order that we briefly hacked into their system, if we turn up and show them that, hopefully there'll be enough confusion that we can just go in, do the switch, blow the place up as we planned. If not, they'll be in confusion.
Maybe use that to sneak in?
We either sneak in, shoot in, wing it. I hate winging it.
We weren't going to win it.
We had a plan.
Issue is that they are now going to be, since this has just happened, they're probably going to be on really high
Yeah,
security
but
now.
they also have no fragging records of what's supposed to be happening. And they're a megacorp. They ain't gonna shut down operations, even for something like this.
They are a megacorp. They probably have backup of
Well,
data.
if they do have a backup, then ow, headache, ow. If they do have a backup, then nothing's changed. Then we go with the plan that we originally had.
Only if the backup was made in the 5 seconds between our modifications and the dock.
Well,
Wait, you made these changes as the server was being carried to the dock.
technically about 6
Before
seconds
that.
before.
Because when they were being carried to the dock, they'd been unplugged and were
Yeah,
off.
okay, so maybe getting Tin
Still.
Hat wasn't...
Sunshine goes home and goes to bed.
Yeah, Sunshine, go to bed.
Okay.
Oh, she will not make it home. She will just straight up pass out in the van.
Luna is going to hate us.
Yeah. Quick question from a mechanical point of view. Roughly when are you guys going to be attempting to head over there?
When did we put the work order in for?
When does the ship arrive?
Well, the ship's probably arriving in the next few hours, but it's probably like 10 o'clock, but there's always going to be a lot of backwards and forwards, particularly now.
Indeed. When did we put the work order in for?
Pick a time.
In character, we picked a time which made sense based on when the crate we're stealing was put into its rack and before it had too long to go, quotes, missing.
Wait, so we know where the crate with the dogs in it is.
Yes, or we know where it's going to be. Briefly.
You know where it should be.
We know where it should be.
And what are the chances of it ending up there right now?
Some. Not that funny either.
No, it's much funnier.
I love how well defined that is there, Mav.
Mav doesn't do probability. He doesn't know jack about shipping. And also, he doesn't have a clue what's happening here.
he's on the troll equivalent for time of counting. So one too many lots.
Indeed.
Oh, Huggy, we forgot to mention, at one point Tin Hat spent, I don't know how many Matrix half hours it was, trying to figure out why there was wood going to a dock nearby. That was a lumberyard.
Cedar Crookwood.
Yeah.
No, why there was Cedar Crookwood going to this dock? And it's because it was misshipped and supposed to be going to the Cedar Crook lumber dock next door.
While this was going on, Sunshine was being shot at by Matrix wizards or whatever they're called. I don't
Basically
know.
what happened. Ow. I made bad
So,
choices.
what we do now?
We all did.
Togato just grabs Sunshine, lies her on the floor, and then takes his coat off and puts it over her head. Just, like the entire top half of her body. Just whomp.
I mean, right now she's dealing with... It's like, it feels a little bit like you want to keel over and go to sleep, but you've just necked 6 cans of Red Bull on the trot and had a hit on somebody's EpiPen. You can feel your eyeballs throbbing.
If the lights aren't off already, the lights get turned on. I, for one, get in the dark.
Tiger, Huggy, do you two need to sleep tonight to be functional tomorrow morning? Out of character question, are you at full edge?
I am at full edge, yes.
I also.
Not particularly. I mean, my sleep schedule is kind of, less of a schedule and more of a suggestion in any case, so...
So, the 3 of us do some kind of surveillance on this dock while Sunshine is sleeping off her unfortunate incident. And we work out as best we can how well they are keeping to what they had scheduled.
Do we have a copy of the schedule before it was dumped in the harbour?
Sunshine?
Lift's coat.
What?
I think you might have done, or at least Tin Hat might have one, and we'll just say that he gave it to you. That's not an unreasonable thing to have happened. Because, I mean, you guys were fertling around for pay data at the time when things hit the fan.
He definitely took a copy of a bunch of pay data.
Yeah.
Potential pay data.
He's made out quite well from this, hasn't he, the little bastard?
Yes.
I mean, it's probably already been sold to Renraku at this point.
We will possibly extract that from him as well. I will send a message when we're done with this conversation.
Find out where he lives. I want his teeth.
That's going to be hard.
You think a guy called Tin Hat is going to give you his address?
Things happened.
I said nothing about practicalities. I said I want this man's teeth.
That seems like a reasonable request to me.
My teeth abacus is missing a row.
Toyger.
I could use some new teeth for the teeth bag.
Yes, Sunshine. Lifts up coat.
Pulls it back down her head. I kind of dread to ask, but is this a literal abacus?
Yes, it's an abacus with teeth on it.
Why is that a thing that you have?
Have you met Toyger, Sunshine?
Well, I had a tooth jar, but then I needed the jar for something else.
Failing that, Toyger,
Yes.
there is the guy who runs a backstreet dentist shop on floor 3 that would gladly have them in order to make falsies out of.
Yeah, but he's weird and creepy.
You're weird and creepy.
I'm not creepy.
Yes, you are.
Does do good work, though. The old lady down the corridor's fillings are actually really, really good, and she's been complaining a lot less, and she's actually back on solid food.
Yeah, but he used troll teeth, and she's 5'1". I can feel like her teeth arrive several minutes before she does. She could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
Anyway.
Anyway, Huggy, take Sunshine home. Toyger and I stay here and start doing some kind of surveillance. There was a thing. It won't look weird that we're standing around rubbernecking.
You managed to get Sunshine home without any particular incident, whomever's taking her. Luna has a look on her face of, what did you do as soon as you come through the door, Sunshine?
We give a very brief explanation of whose fault this is. And that we don't know where he lives.
She says something about having a conversation with Rix and potentially buying him a copy of Black Hammer.
Hey, honey, I'm her. And Sunshine passes out just as she gets dragged in through the door. Luna just looks across at Huggy and goes, again?
What?
I will just leave them there. All right, those of you that are staying, whereabouts are you keeping an eye on the place from? There's a public park nearby. You could just stand in the park.
As I say, there was a massive crashing and tearing and splashing.
So you're hanging out in the park doing whatever the American equivalent is of looking disreputable and drinking white lightning or buckfast.
Is white lightning still a thing?
I don't know. I never drank the stuff. Actually, no, I tried it once and spat it out. It was appalling.
So I'm going to be sitting cross-legged under the nicest tree I can find, doing a summoning.
All right. So we'll come back to your summoning in a few moments. While you're sat there watching, there's a hell of a lot of noise coming from the warehouse. There's a kind of grinding, crunching. Mav, in particular, could I get a visually based perception check?
Absolutely.
2-2?
Yeah.
Perception.
2 hits.
3 hits.
You fiend.
So, as you've sat there watching, you see that you remember there were a lot of drones flying around the place, particularly out over the water. You can't see a single one anymore. And one of the little crawlers, you see one of the security guards kind of walk up to it and like kick it a couple of times with his foot. Not like absolutely booting it, just is this thing on kind of kick. And just nothing. There's a few people standing around. You can see there's a customs check in the north sector where there's a couple of NYPD Inc. guys. And it's basically where the trucks come out. And they're doing like a quick customs check to make sure that everything's in order before stuff gets taken out. You can see that it starts as a disagreement, gets a little more heated, and after a while, them and the guys at the gate for the Yakuza guards, who are like part of that front company, they're having an almighty flaming row. You're actually quite impressed at the shade of purple that one of the NYPD guys is going. It's actually quite impressive. And there seems to be, after a not very long, trucks start backing up outside the entrance as trucks no longer seem to be leaving. So the whole of Columbia Street, northbound, because the entrance is at the southern end of the place.
Yep.
Is just absolutely choked with
we're
vans.
turning this into the world's second largest trailer park.
Yeah, it's choked with vans and lorries, and after a while, some news vans turn up and start covering it as well.
Mav turns on the news in a side window of his AR.
So, at first it's just about the traffic jam. Roughly how long are you staying here for?
We've got 3 of us and we seem to be doing 2s, so...
I tell you what, let's get an idea of how long it'll be before you'll have access to Sunshine again. Sunshine, could you start rolling your stun recovery so that we can get an idea of how long it's going to be before Sunshine is in any...
What is a stun recovery made from?
Body plus willpower.
Body plus willpower. Admit.
All right, so you're not going to have a Sunshine for about 8 hours while she's recovering her stun. Toiga, you'll have more than enough time to recover 1 stun, so that's absolutely fine. What was it you were wanting to know, please? Remind me.
So we know where the tunnel to, like, the underground smuggling ring is. I want to check if that's being watched particularly strenuously.
It's inside the building. Without something to look inside, you're not going to know.
That's hence the summoning.
Okay, and what force of spirit are you summoning?
I want coherent answers. Force 3 water, let's say.
Okay. So, roll your dice.
3 hit.
You have 3 net hits to resist the drain.
4 hits.
Yep, you're absolutely fine. You give absolutely no fucks about the drain. And yeah, this little... It looks like a weird cross between a horseshoe crab and a squid comes into being nearby. It's got altogether too many legs, and it just kind of waves one at you. Right now, it's sat on top of one of the trash cans in the park, and it's just putting one of those legs, like it's a weird squid leg, but with crab pincers on the end of them, inside the bin, and just taking out empty food wrappers and stuffing them into what you're going to assume is a mouth, but you don't really want to question it too closely.
I'm guessing this thing is like raccoon size, maybe?
Yeah, about that. It's just kind of sat on top of the bin, casually reaching in.
So Toiga goes into like his breast pocket and gets out his little horseshoe crab bottle from earlier. Right. Hello. Pay attention. Look. I'm going to give you this, and you're going to do something for me. Is this understood?
The sense you're getting back through the spirit link is, there's no need to be condescending about it. I was quite happy to help.
I have been hard done by a spirit in the past, like 48 hours. I'm quite obstreperous at the moment.
It pulls out a McHugh's wrapper that's still got a McHugh's Big Burger in it, and casually strips half of it into its mouth thing, and just you get a sense through the spirit link of, what is this?
Really don't know, and I don't think you should be eating it. You are going to end up turning toxic if you keep eating shit out of bins.
It just kind of shrugs, and the sense you're getting through the spirit link is it's no worse than what they put in the water.
Yeah, let's not have this discussion right now. It will depress me any more than I already am. So, you see that building over there with the bunch of humans running around it? It looks like a kicked ant's nest.
Big thing with lots of people who've got angry auras.
That's the one, yes. So, there's a specific point in sort of the southwest corner of it. I would like you to go there and tell me what you see.
It astrally buggers off, and about 10 minutes later comes back, and you get through this sense of there's lots of angry people and they're all shouting at each other.
What are you eating now? What is that? It's not even food.
No, it's a crisp packet.
Why?
Spit it out, you plastic-eating goblin!
It's a spirit, not my bloody cat.
That's worse, though.
Oh, for God's sake, welcome to the 6th world. Even the spirits are full of microplastics.
I'm writing that down as a potential for farmer later. Right, so the place I sent you to, there's probably a little hole in the ground. Don't suppose you saw that? Spit the crisp packet out and answer me, possibly? Boop, boop, boop.
You get a slightly irked sensation back through the spirit link as it's going, it tastes nice.
Yes, but God in his heaven knows what it is.
The crisp packet emerges from its maw and it spreads it out and says, it's got the funny squiggles on it. What does it say?
That's a carcinogen, that's a carcinogen, that's not a carcinogen, but it does cause infertility, that one malforms fetuses. It's an ingredient list.
It turns it over.
That's just shiny. There are not fewer carcinogens, because you are not looking at them.
Roll me do you have Arcana or Magical Theory or anything like that?
I do. I have Magical Theory and Magical Phenomena.
Magical Theory is probably most appropriate.
6 hits.
Yeah, the spirit doesn't give a damn about carcinogens. It's from another plane of existence entirely. This probably isn't even a corporeal body.
Yeah, no, you need cells to get cancer, don't you?
There's a lot of raging debate over what a spirit actually is, because every time somebody tries to stick something under a microscope, it's no longer part of the spirit, so it just disappears.
Okay, so about that hole that I indicated.
Yeah, there was a guy half out the ground shouting.
So they are... The guy half out the ground shouting, were there other people fully out the ground looking down at him also shouting, or standing nearby?
One of them threw a spanner.
Fascinating.
Tells us the spirit knows what a spanner is.
Shut up.
A spirit of water from near a dock.
Right. Okay, second instruction.
It kind of looks at you and goes, no. Happy to answer a few questions, but the questions were 2.
Does this mean you're leaving now?
No. You asked me to go over there and come back. Then you asked me some questions. That's 2.
Fair enough. Okay, last instruction. Go back to the hole, go into it, look around at what's down there, come back and tell me what's going on.
Short version, it buggers off, comes back and says, more people shouting at each other. There's...
In the hole.
Well, they're kind of shouting at people out of the hole, and one of them pulled the guy who was half out the hole back down the hole so that he could climb up and shout at them, and then somebody else pulled him back down, and one of them was beating the other one round the face with something. They were angry, I didn't want to ask.
That's very fair. Okay, so Toyga reaches back into, So it's a lined coat, but I choose to believe that, the inside is comprised entirely of pockets. There's no lining, there's just pockets. Anyway, Toyga goes into one of them, pulls out the little horseshoe crab fossil and offers it to it. There you go.
It's a little bit disturbing as it kind of hops onto your hand. It feels like about 30-odd tongues are all licking your hand at once as it eats this, whilst your arm is wrapped in a mixture of what looks like weird squid legs with crab legs and pincers and... Ugh. You can tell it's not trying to hurt you, it's just absorbing the reagent you're offering, but it's a little bit Cthulhuoid.
Thank you for that. You are free to hang around here and go swim in the what I assume is water, or you can leave. It's entirely up to you.
It just kind of schleps off and disappears back into the bin.
Turns to Maverick. Right, so they are very concerned about the hole. There are people around the hole, people in the hole. We are not getting anywhere near that hole without drawing attention to ourselves.
You just said hole a lot of times.
Hole, 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 hole. Buttock.
That makes this a lot more difficult.
Yep. How are we distracting?
Did your spirit discuss if they were workies in hard hats or hardened mafioso or...
They were all angry. One of them threw what I'm guessing was a spanner. It took like 15 minutes to get that explanation out of it, and I assume it was a spanner. Anyway, they were all really, really pissed off, and one of them was beating another about the head and face. I'm assuming workies aren't allowed to beat one another about the head and face?
Throwing spanners sounds like workies to me.
It depends on the job site.
Oh, that's a voice of experience.
It's former worky DM.
Yeah.
Mav, back to something you asked earlier.
Yep.
You said you were watching the news to see what was going on. So this is taking a number of hours whilst Sunshine is recovering her stun. Huggy's off doing Huggy things. And Toiga seems to be conversing with mid-air and then holding his hand out for a while and shuddering. Watching the news feed on your comm, at first they're just covering the traffic jam, and then it ramps up after a little while. There's news of some sort of cyber attack, and then they start blaming it on neo-anarchists from Manhattan, from the pit, on, I think it's the Lower East Side. And this goes on for a while. There is eventually a black town car that turns up, and some Japanese gentlemen in suits get out, walk in, and they just kind of give the press a look of, try it, fragging, try it. And the reporters are kind of going, yeah,
we're not trying it.
Yeah, we ain't stupid. They seem to have a guy who has an almighty nosebleed and looks like he's been dragged out of the harbour, and he's being
Is that because he's the decker that got ditched in the harbour and dump shocked?
I'm surprised he survived.
He's not looking happy, and he's kind of being held by an arm each between two heavies, and his feet are sort of barely touching the floor, and they get back into the car.
Oh dear.
And the car drives away.
He's having a good evening. Good morning.
Yeah. Put it this way, if Sunshine was here to roll one of her knowledge skills, then, this guy might be off to make a formal apology.
I hope he makes it a good one.
I don't think he will be coming back for the same number of fingers as he started.
Watching the news it's proper popcorn news, given you know exactly what's going on and just quite how bad it is. And after a while, barge with a crane turns up, and you see some divers pitching off it into the harbour.
That's good.
Depends how long it takes them to find the server and how deep the mud is down there.
Indeed. Okay, that's positive. It's not good yet.
For you or MCT?
Yes.
I'm not sure it's positive for the decker. I think that ship has been thrown to the bottom of the harbour.
This would be hilarious if it wasn't our job getting fragged up.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
I know you are. You're just being sadistic.
Next time we need to do like some sabotage. We should hire this tin hat guy again and tell him we want to.
No, because that'll cost us money. Oh, talking of Tin Hat, while we're sitting around watching the news, Mav is going to send a text message to Rasheen.
What are you saying to Rasheen?
Rasheen, I am saying, just had an interesting job. Decker called Tin Hat technically did what we hired him to do, but picked us over in the worst possible way. If it ever becomes profitable to take him out, please bear us in mind.
Maverick,
Trigger.
tell her I want his hyoid bone.
His what?
His hyoid bone.
His what?
It is the only bone in your body not connected to any other bones. You need it to speak.
Yes. Tiger wants his, quotes, hyoid bone, probably spelt wrong. H-I-Y-O-I-D. I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah, poke your Adam's apple out of the way. You can feel it.
I don't want to.
No, that sounds disturbing.
It's fused to the wall of the aorta. If you take it out, you can't take it out without ripping the aorta open.
You know what? I'm just gonna
this
leave
sounds disturbing.
it. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
leave
think
it
it's a good
doing
idea.
its important hyoid bone things. It sounds like it's busy.
I want his hyoid bone.
You get a text back from Rasheen after a little while saying, the name does the rounds occasionally. He's good for specific jobs, I'm told. If you need a decker, I might know a guy. I thought you had one.
Noted for future reference, our decker wasn't enough for this job.
She sends back a text saying, let me know if you need a guy. I know a guy.
Excellent.
So what now, guys?
Is it 8 hours later yet? Does Huggy come back and do some surveillance and let us have a nap?
Do you want it to be 8 hours later?
Probably.
I mean, Huggy doesn't necessarily need to stay there with Sunshine. Sunshine's a big girl. She can get the
You can get the subway back in the morning.
subway. Thank you. I got caught between underground and metro.
No, I'm not. I'm 5'2".
You're metaphorically big girl.
You are, unfortunately for you, a grown-ass adult.
Luna's there. Luna will look after her. She's a reasonable adult, I believe.
I'm pretty sure that when it comes to... No, you know what? My brain is not buzzing right now. I'm going to bed. You guys can call me when it's necessary to abuse me.
All right, so what sort of time are you finishing up with Mav watching the news vids and Toiga finishing his conversation with particularly strange spirits?
Probably easiest if we say that when Sunshine wakes up from her enforced nap, she gets the subway back out to us and we call Huggy and get her to drive over and everyone arrives about the same time.
All right, so it's probably about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock when Sunshine arrives and Huggy, I'll just say Huggy gives her a lift. That means that everybody's at the same place at the same time and we don't have to think about it.
Unsplitting the party? Madness.
Right, okay, so after I drop off Sunshine, I will probably just head back to the flat or find somewhere to park and sleep in the van. Try and get some shut-eye. And then I'll tell Luna to tell Sunshine to text me when she wakes up, and I'll give her a lift back to the... Are you guys staying near the waterfront for the whole time?
When I'm finished with talking to my spirit, Toiga just sort of climbs a tree and sits in it for a little bit.
That's probably going to attract... The police are probably going to try and treat you like a vagrant and kick you out of the park.
Not if I'm invisible.
We may just...
roll your invisibility spell and sort your drain out.
Will do.
Right, so once, assuming the Sunshine doesn't have anything else it needs to do,
Kill Tin Hat.
besides that,
Later, darling.
that's a group project we're all going to work on.
Meets delicious highway donut teeth.
Anyway,
Tiger concerns me sometimes.
Tiger concerns me all the
Only
time.
sometimes.
Fair enough. Please continue, Huggy.
Anyway, Huggy will pick up Sunshine and we all meet back somewhere around the Columbia waterfront area.
Possibly in the park where Tiger and I are
Is
hanging
that
out.
in the park by the...
The Pure Six Park.
You guys are hanging out in an A-tier park?
There's a park directly across the street. It's got a baseball pitch and some European football, not American football, courts and stuff like that.
Oh, right, so the bit that's still inside the waterfront.
Yeah.
Right, I thought you guys were hanging out in an A-tier park, and I was amazed that the orc hadn't already been arrested for loitering.
And been arrested for OIP.
OIP?
Orc in public.
Oh, God.
If you guys are all still at the park, then Huggy will offer to stop by Stuffer Shack or, grab some food for you.
Stoy Calf. Once a day bar. Tiger, question mark?
I'm not sure that they sell Toyga at Stuffer Shack, but I'll try and get one.
One is enough.
Do they have anything that's not soy-based, like any mycoprotein or any krill protein?
I'll get you a
Like-
krill burrito.
Ooh, yum. Thank you, Huggy. You are by far and away my favorite person called Huggy.
That sounds foul.
I mean, fish tacos.
I mean, it's processed krill.
True.
It probably just tastes like chicken.
Probably, yeah. Or at least the concept of chicken.
So yeah, I'll grab a couple of drinks. How much soy calf do you want? I'm probably getting myself a bucket.
What's the size down from a bucket? One of them.
Small bucket? I'll get you a bucket. I'll finish yours off if you don't want it.
So you've basically got the equivalent of a KFC family bucket of coffee right now.
Now the bucket is it's a can about the size of the new Coke cans. It's like 33 milliliters. It's basically a bucket's worth of coffee concentrated into that can size.
Oh god.
Oh.
It's like 330 millimeters of espresso shot.
Yeah, basically.
Ugh.
You gonna die.
The kids that can't get their hands on nitro use it as a cheap substitute.
So while Toyger is sitting in his tree and we're presumably all texting on the group chat, Huggy, you went to uni, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went to uni.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do?
What did you study at uni?
My main course was in horticulture, but I did drone technician as a side.
Horticulture? You did not strike me as a plant person.
I grew up in a primarily farming area. The only option was an agricultural university.
I might get you to come over and look at some of my plants sometime. They keep dying. I didn't look after them.
There's a reason that I am a rigger and not a farmer.
I mean,
I'm not very good at horticulture. I passed, but I'm not very good at it.
that's fair.
I think it was mainly because we were one of the first graduating years of the university, so they just passed everyone.
Yeah.
So you've got a facility where they seem to have added a few extra meat guards on the outside, but not a huge number. They've just added a couple more, mainly just to keep nosy reporters out whilst they go fishing for a server.
And to keep the queue of angry truckers from overflowing. Is there still a queue of angry truckers?
Oh, it's bigger. It's... By this stage, you guys...
How far down Columbia Street does it go?
Put it this way, it goes all the way down Columbia Street, and it's blocking up the interstate. It's not an interstate, it's still a bastard big road that heads down to...
278.
Yeah, after not long, it's you can see on the news that it's blocking the Verranzo Narrows Bridge as well, and the traffic jam running out through Brooklyn and Queens is getting near to JFK Airport. This has fouled up a big chunk of the city because just these trucks aren't moving, and you can see they're bringing in from the north, they're bringing in buses of people to actually help who look like they're in MCT jumpsuits, and they go inside and you can see them being handed things and stuff as well.
So we have like riot. Does this count as terrorism? Does this count as another act of terrorism?
I don't know about... I think this is more bloody inconvenientism.
It shows that somebody's terrified right now.
Decker?
Yeah, I mean, the Decker.
I think we're a criminal nuisance.
Definitely. I mean, I think we qualify as that without even doing anything. Right, so, your bucket, my bucket, Hill Burrito. I just pass it up into the tree.
And reaches down from the tree and grabs. Thank you. I'm still invisible at this point. I've just told you where I am.
Hand it to one of the drones and just have it sort of fly up into the tree where I think you are until invisible hand grabs it.
Ah, the invisible hand of the mark.
I mean, I am a relentless thief.
So, we have a massive traffic jam. We have a lot of people getting dragged in.
So we're not doing this the quiet way because we will have to sit in that traffic jam for 3 days.
Yeah. Well, we can probably just drive up to the front and say drone technicians, we're here to help.
That might work.
Because they're going to need drone technicians to get that server up and running again.
Small problem. I'm going to drop the invisibility at this point. I don't know which end of a drone is up.
But that's the thing that you leave the actual drone stuff to me. You maybe even wander in invisible. And I can go and, fuck around with some drones a bit. And you guys can go and steal us some drugs.
That's actually a good idea. I would like to stay invisible.
Okay.
Shall we try and pull up as drone techs?
I mean, we have a fake work order. Might as well.
What was the work order for?
Work order was for collection and delivery. But they haven't got the servers out the water yet, so that work order isn't in there. Well, they don't have anything to compare that work order to.
But the work order would say what you're there to do.
Yes. But we can change our copy, and they don't have anything to compare it to.
Absolutely fine. Okay, so you'll be going in the southern entrance. I'm not going to...
Are we doing this? Is this what we're doing? Is this our best plan?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Fine.
No, I want to hear if you think that you've got...
Do you have a better plan? Do you think this is a bad plan?
I don't think I've got anything better. I just don't like how this job's going, and I've still got a pounding headache from yesterday. And
well, you stick with me. We do drone stuff. You know enough about electronics that I think you can probably give me a hand. And Mav and Teuge, you go about stealing us some drugs. Do you think we're better off going with the original plan?
No, because they'll tell us to get to the back of the queue.
So the two options are, we go with the original plan, which is we have a work order, we turn up and say, we are here to collect some stuff from you guys. We pick up the box of drugs, we put it in the back of the van, and we drive off. Do you think we're better off going with the original plan?
I don't think that's going to work now, given that plan relied on the forklifts being automated. Whereas now, if they're having to hand bomb everything, there is no fragging way they're letting the drugs out of their sight.
Ooh, I have a plan.
You have a plan?
So, you're a member of a Yakuza, and the head of your Yakuza gets turned into pate. Do you let your underlings know? Who gets to find out that the head of the Yakuza is pate?
So it was all over the news.
It was not all over the news. Known Yakuza headman Hasibi Kenshin has been turned into pate. Did they even mention the guy's name?
Yeah, a couple of times. He was noticed as a local restaurateur.
My plan falls apart. I was going to say we got these instructions from Kenshin himself.
That directly links us to the yaks, though. We want to be as not connected to the yaks as possible. We want to be here just as another bunch of guys who are... Because if they think, oh shit, they're here from Kenshin, then they're going to give us an honor guard and people to watch our every move. Whereas if we're just another bunch of guys here to come fix shit, then we're just another bunch of guys here to fix shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of, we have uniforms.
So that was option 1.
Oh, is that something? Can I change some things that I did over my downtime a little bit?
What did you do? What were you wanting?
I want to go and get a couple of generic technicians' uniforms.
That's easy. We've done this before. We go to a vending machine and buy vending machine flat coveralls.
Yeah, you could get those dead easy. I mean, if you really want, you could just go to one of the nearby cafes, find some poor mugs who are about your size, follow them down a dark alley, and beat them over the head.
That's unnecessarily malicious.
I mean, you are Shadowrunners. It wouldn't be outside the realms of possibility.
Okay, fine, justifiably malicious.
Unnecessarily. I know what those words mean on their own, but you use them in a way that confused me.
You're a monster, Tiger.
Aw, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Maverick.
So option number 1 is we keep going with the original plan, with stuff, and we go and we try and pick up our work order. The new plan, the second plan, is we alter our copy of the work order to say that we're there to help out with the drone issues.
Yeah.
And we walk in as drone techs. I go along, I help out fixing drones, making sure that the server is fixed up again.
Yeah.
You come in with me, help me do that. While we do that, Mav and Tolga go and try and nick the drugs. Possibly we get them a manual forklift and they pick it up, they, drive it off, they say, oh yeah, I'm doing this for a reason.
I think I need to go with Mav and Toiger, to be honest. Look, I'm the one who's best placed to try and talk our way out of trouble.
That makes sense.
Mav, with all the love in the world, I don't trust you to be able to get that done.
No, you're right.
So, you feel like 2 hands appear on your shoulders. Toiger becomes visible and leans over next to your face. Do you trust me to talk us out of any problems we get ourselves into?
Trust you to talk us into problems.
That's fair. I go back to being invisible. I've been involved with invisibility again.
That's fine. Okay, so you seem to have a plan.
It's not a good plan.
I never said that.
We seem to have a plan, but it's better than going there with no plan. So, we go in there, Tolga, Mav, and Sunshine go and secure the box of drugs.
Yeah.
Carry a clipboard with you or something, and high-vis, and, go, yeah, we need to take this over to here, and then, somehow get inside the van, and then we all fucking leg it. I go in there as someone who knows how drones work, and I can, do the jobs that we're supposed to be doing in there.
Or just provide cover for us, or just wreck around until we need to leave.
Yeah, and then we all barrel back into the van and fuck off.
It's possibly the worst plan we've ever had, but it's a plan.
It is a plan.
Oh, don't worry about the plan.
I would submit to you that it's not the worst plan we've ever had. We once had a plan which was literally trace our bike thief down to his hideout and then get attacked by his gang.
That was barely even the concept.
I don't know why you're all worrying so much about the plan. It's not going to survive contact with the enemy anyway.
It's nice. There's nice feelings that comes from having a vague idea of where things are about to go wrong.
I had a very... You know what? Fair point.
So you managed to get yourselves some overalls, and frankly, a knackered old high-vis, even in Huggy's size, is not that hard to find. So you're driving up to you're being cheeky fraggers and skipping the queue, and you're getting shouted a lot by other people as you come up to the entrance. You pull up, and the guys at the front hold up a hand and go, "You're going to have to get to the back of the queue." Oh my, we ain't letting in any delivery vans, not unless they're in the queue. They are looking tired and harassed, and you can see there's a couple of SK guys nearby, because it's like the entrance comes in and then divides, and you go right to if you're MCT, you go left if you're Seda Krupp deliveries, and the Seda Krupp guys, they only see a few wagons a day coming in for lumber. They're just sat there having a smoke going, glad this ain't our fragging problem.
Oh, they will be giving the MCT guys so much stick.
Oh yeah. You can see there's occasional like little jabs here and there, and they're looking tired, harassed, and one of them looks like he's been on shift since last night and just not been allowed off shift, and he did, yeah.
Right, Sunshine. I think you're probably sitting in the front again, so I'll leave this one to you.
You have a work order. Use it.
Oh, mate, we ain't delivery drivers. Yeah, okay, it's a hired van, but go figure, we've been pulled in from the other side of the city to try and get this place up and running again. I throw over the ARO of the work order.
All right, roll a negotiation. Could you give me an edit file action for creating this work order, and you will get that as a bonus.
Okay.
So any successes are bonuses.
3 hit. Red, I'm going to say this is more likely to be con than negotiate, really.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Give me a con.
Oh, for the love of Christ!
Pause for an edge, I think.
Yeah, can I?
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Save your edge. He just crit glitched.
Okay.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, thank rag. Okay. Look, go down the car park. If any of the truckers give you dreck, tell them you're here to fix the drones so they can get out of here quicker.
Thanks, mate. Yeah,
Park up next to the main building, and when you're there, ask for the dockmaster. It's a bloke called Mr. Rono. Okay, yeah. Every joke, every line, it's been done.
Invisible laughter.
He'll tell you where to go. He'll probably be quite pleased to see you. It's been a day."
I used to work with someone with the same surname. Probably not related.
Honestly, the only relations this guy's got are probably lizards. Look, just
An insult to lizards. More invisible voices.
Look, just head over to the building and fragging neo-anarchists, man.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting time and a half on this job, but oh my god, like this fragging. Did they really drop it in the harbour?
He just points at the crane, the crane barge, and they're currently pulling a diver out who his dry suit is just covered in. You don't even want to know.
Shit would be a
Improvement?
positive improvement.
Yeah, God alone knows what's at the bottom of that harbour.
Do you really think what's in that harbour has anything to do with a benevolent creator deity?
God is dead and we have just proved it.
You're driving up to the building then?
Yeah, park up as I said too, and then we all sort of bundle out of the van.
There's another guard who just comes up to you going, whoa, you can't park here. Delivery is round the side. I don't know who the frack let you in, but...
Your friend back there let us through. Point back down the road, because we ain't delivery, are we? And I show him the exact same work order.
And he just kind of looks at it for a few seconds and... Okay, cool. Head in, find Ono, just frag it.
Yeah, we know. I saw the block. Hold on. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, you're parked up nearby and near to the actual harbour, and you can actually see the crane quite clearly and all the rest of it. It's somebody's having a really bad day. So
A lot of people are having a really bad day.
are you going in the main entrance? Are you doing something else?
Where were we directed to?
So you head in, and this place is absolute fragging bedlam right now. There's people everywhere. They're still bussing people in. There's people in MCT uniforms, and there's somebody just with a bucket of RFID scanners next to the entrance, and they're just handing them out like it's Christmas.
I grab one then.
As you walk in, you realise what they've got the guys doing is because they've not got the server up and running, they don't know where anything is right now because the whole thing was run off the server and the drones. So they're having to run around with their little hand scanners, re-inventorying as they go, and then they're pulling out crates, boxes, and then putting them onto like hand palletizers and taking them out to the vans. And then because it's an automated system, you don't need to store things in a logical order the way that Amazon runs their warehouses in the modern world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just shove them in wherever there's space.
Yeah, there's room more scoop
The
there.
stuff is up shelves and, like...
Yeah. There's the ground level forklift drones, but there's also drones that climb the shelving racks that are just stopped halfway up the racks. And it's absolute bedlam in here. And there's just people screaming orders at each other, and people going, I need order, blah, 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 blah. And guys going, it's up on that shelf, but we don't have, but the ladder's all the way down there. Can we get the ladder? No, we need it for this. And it's just crazy in here right now.
So, we're at a huge advantage because we know the slot that our cargo was being delivered to.
Yeah.
Right, so first of all, we grab some RFID scanners.
Scanners. We're not actually reporting in, I take it.
No.
No.
We're just...
Fuck no.
Good. Just checking.
Could each of you roll me an infiltration? You can do this either based on agility, like you're just trying to, like you're hiding behind stuff whenever you see a supervisor, like a job site labourer trying to have a quiet smoke. Or you can roll it based off charisma, like you're actually trying to just blend in with the crowd and make like a job site worker with a broom. Make look busy.
Neither of ours is good for me, but...
I'm invisible. Do I have to do that?
My friends hate me today. Oh,
Your dice do
I'm,
hate you.
I'm
Yeah, they do with that. Oh, 0 hits.
Yeah.
My God.
May choose to
that's,
edge.
Sunshine.
that's edge.
I'm doing it off charisma, and I rolled a 1.
So you've got 2 hits there, Sunshine. Toygi, you've got 1 hit, and the least agile, least charismatic member of the party with 3 hits there. Loving it.
Mav with 1.
The physical adept with 1 goddamn hit.
I didn't agility boost, which I could have.
You do get a few funny looks, but they're at such massive penalties that you're not like standing
We're
up on a
dudes in high vis and coveralls.
Yeah, you're not like standing up on a crate and announcing to the room, "Show me to the drugs." So yeah, you managed to get in, but you've still got to find the thing. Could you give me I'm going to call this a perception check.
Perception, you say? Visual?
Yep.
2 hits.
Actually, no, because this won't be visual because all the boxes look the same. So just normal perception, please, Mav.
Ugh.
4 hits.
So you find the racking. The ones you're looking for don't seem to be here. You find the right spot, but they're not here.
They've gone down the tunnel already.
As soon as something was up,
They ferreted
they
them out.
went to move them. Right.
So, what's going on in that corner?
All right, when you head over there, there's some drone techs who... There's a lot of drones in here that have been stripped right back. They are just absolutely stripped to the guts in pieces. There's also several of them that look like they're at various stages of disassembly, but they're all stood around one that's covered in seaweed, and there's a little bit head scratching, and they've got it plugged into something, and one of them saying, look, once it's dried out it'll just start. The other one's going, yeah, it's got fragging mud off the bottom of the Hudson in the works. You've got to clean that dreck out first, Larry. No, it'll be fine, Jim. But they're just engrossed in this argument over it. They're kind of going, you know what? Server crash, not our fragging problem. Once the servers are up, we can get this, our side of things, sorted in 10 minutes. Whatevs. There is also a guy who, he looks like one of the guards. He's in the Torah Security Solutions uniform, stood next to, it looks like a smaller room in the corner. It looks, normally you'd say it's like tool storage or parts storage, and you can, looking in there, you can see something that looks like that. It's a bit odd to have a guard there.
There's still racks of shelves in this little, like, near the cubicle, is there?
Are you meaning the what looks like tool storage, or the room that the techs are in?
The room that the techs are in. Are there boxes? Are there shelves? Is there?
There are shelves in this room, but they're not really warehouse stuff. They're all stuff for, like, fixing up drones. It's tools, parts, drone carcasses, yeah, that sort of dreck. This is a workshop rather than warehouse space.
Is anything bolted to the floor?
I mean, the racking is. You don't want that dreck falling on someone.
But the things on the racks could conceivably be picked up and thrown, yes?
I mean, yes.
What are you plotting, Tiger?
Nothing. Does anyone else have any other plans for clearing this room?
I mean, we don't need to clear this room necessarily.
Well, we don't want the techies seeing us going into the storeroom, and we don't want... what's a good derisive name for a Yakuza thug? Sunshine, derisive names for Yakuza thugs.
Guard number 3.
Do you need the full list? We'll be here a while.
I want something I can
Is
call...
this guy of Japanese descent?
I don't want to say anything racist.
You could always resort to, oi, you yak bastard.
Okay, yak bastard 7 of 14 over there. We need to get rid of him, and we need to get rid of the techies. And I don't want to have to do anything drastic.
Are you having this conversation just kind of stood in the doorway?
Huggy will be sort of walking in with her toolbox, you know, looking around.
All right,
checking out a couple of the other drones.
One of the technicians looks up at Huggy and says, "Who the frag are you?"
Temps, they called me in from the other side of town.
Well, since you're here, come and have a look at this. Steve, get your hand out of that before it... If that power comes back on, you are not getting that back. Do you want a cyber hand?
Don't answer that question. You don't. Getting the cyber hand is fine. Losing the normal hand is not fun. I've watched it happen.
The yak in the corner is kind of giving Huggy distrustful looks, but not really saying anything. The other techs, they don't frankly care. They're just here to do a job. And one of them just points inside and says, look, apart from the direct that's come out of the Hudson, what do you think's wrong with this thing? Pressure and all that.
I'll give it a look over.
All right, roll me a automotive mechanic.
That's 2 hits.
Yeah, the whirligig nut's loose, and the Hujima flip needs tightened as well.
Oh man, and it shorted both contacts on the flux capacitor.
If it was a helicopter, the Jesus nut would have gone. That is an actual thing in a helicopter. Any device that relies on something called a Jesus nut to fly is not to be trusted.
Oh, Christ, the whirligig is actually fucked. I think. It must have landed on it, or clipped it on the way into the river. Oh, shit. Right, okay. So one of you get me a board, I'm going to have to slide onto this thing.
One of them looks at you and says, I would, but I'm not... I know inclusivity and all that, but we kind of had to use it last week to get something off one of the boats, and it kind of cracked, so we don't have one right now.
That's okay. Okay.
Are you all right if we just get 4 of them and a screw gun and some planks of wood?
Probably.
All right.
Let's see if we can do this.
All right. Just yeah. One of them heads off to the back and pulls out a few boards, like the lie-down weedy boards, and pulls out a cordless drill and starts just putting screws into it so that there's one that's actually large enough to support your weight. You're getting the sense that these guys don't actually give a dreck that you're a troll, but they're not used to working with trolls, and they're going,
We don't have troll kit at the moment.
yeah, there wasn't one employed here, and we had to get creative about a job, and it was just not a priority to replace because we didn't have a troll working here.
Fortunately, they are the sort of techies who can bodge up literally anything. Given some spare plywood, an impact driver, a box of wood screws, and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm still invisible at this point, yes?
You are.
Yeah.
Go have a look in the box.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander over to that and see if I can get, try the handle.
It's open. The door's ajar, so you can kind of peek in. And if you just give me a quick perception check.
2 hits.
So you can see there's a lot of tools in here. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's that kind of, if you work here, you know where stuff is mess. And if Steve has moved the bead again, I'm chucking him in the harbour because I can never find the damn thing. But there is a hatch at the back that seems to be propped open right now.
So gets out phone, sends text to group chat, found the hatch to the drug train emoji. How are we clearing the room, ? I have ideas, mischievous smirk.
Do any of these ideas, quote unquote, involve CS gas? As an aside,
Yes.
I should have asked this before you went in. Are you guys sneaking in any weapons? And if so, what are you taking?
I'm invisible, I've got my knife.
Is that really all you carry?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a spellcaster.
I can make the floor rise up and eat you, Maverick.
Geomancy. Mav, what are you taking?
Probably just my taser. No, I've got my taser and my pistol.
Okay.
Got a license for the pistol.
And what have you got on your Sunshine?
I've got my Colt America L36 light pistol, Defiance shocker. I've got a concealable holster on the Colt America.
Cool. And Huggy, what are you taking with you?
I probably will be taking with me my toolkit. And that's it. I don't think I can really sneak out. Actually, no, I have the license for the MP5, so I take one of the MP5.
On a troll, an MP5, you can just stuff that down your trousers and loose overalls. Yeah. And you've made good enough rolls to get away with it. So that's fine.
Is that a gun in your pocket, Huggy, or are you just pleased to see us?
Nope, submachine gun.
Yeah, this is a submachine gun.
To be honest, you can probably have it hidden in your toolbox.
Yeah.
So Huggy is elbows deep in drone. Toyga has taken a look in and found the grate. What are you doing next?
We need to distract these. We need to distract at least the guard. The techs.
Once the drone's fixed, they're going to leave. Having fixed
there's
the drone.
loads of drones in here.
Oh, right.
Once the drones are fixed.
How many are there?
So there's 3 techs. And drones, are you counting the ones that are in one piece or the pieces that could potentially make drones?
Better question that will give me more of the answers I want to. Are they... If one fell over, would it conceivably knock over others? And create such a din and chaos that the only really appropriate course of action is to go and have a cup of tea and a smoke?
It would probably be... Frag it, let's finish this one up first and then deal with that bull dreck.
Super. I'm not going to rely on my body for this. I text the group chat. Somebody knocks something over to upset the techies. If no one else is able to do it, I have a plan.
Not able to do it subtly? What's your plan? How worried should we be?
We'll throw a spanner into a corner. When they turn to look, push something over and run.
This is a bad plan. I don't like this plan. Anyone got any better ideas?
We'll throw a spanner into a corner and we'll use magic to cause utter chaos.
I think it would be better if we can try and get the techs out the room quietly.
The tech's out the way, the guard...
We have... If
Taser.
I was going to get rid of the
Taser.
guards without having to do any of this.
How?
Magic.
How?
That's Toyger, that's a bit like saying, how are we going to deal with the oil ban? Physics.
Magic. Wizard emoji. I can just take people's free will away, guys.
Wait, you
Dragon mages.
can basically Bunraku this fragger?
Right, I make him do what I want him to do, but make it think it was his idea.
Yeah, you're magically Bunrakuing him. I like this.
Well, we're doing that.
yeah, do it. Do it.
Watch and enjoy kissy face in it. And I cast...
Sunshine currently has a look in her eyes when things, like, when we're having this conversation. She's, yeah, there is stuff going on. Yes, do it.
So, I was initially going to do something kind of subtle, but I kind of want to make Sunshine giggle and laugh. So, when was the last time this guy used the bathroom?
Right now?
I mean, it could be now.
Right.
Is now the correct answer.
Depending on the capacity of his bladder and the strength of Toyga's will.
Oh, Red, you and your bladders. Casting Influence Mental at 4/6.
Alright.
3 hit.
This is resisted purely on willpower, is that right?
Yeah, willpower and magic if he has that.
Yeah.
And I shake off the brain completely.
You have 2 net hits. So he stood there looking bored, listening to the same damn conversations he listens to every day.
And then he feels Toyger's voice in his ear. Hit yourself. Now.
There is a sudden odour in the room, and it takes even him a few moments to realise exactly what's happened. And he just kind of... You see the eyes just slowly widen, and he just stands up a little straighter and then goes, Steve. Yeah? Steve. What? Come here. Why? Just do it.
Casting Influence Mental again.
Okay. What? Cast your spell.
4/6. 3 hit. 7 hits to shake off the drain. Good heavens.
Bloody hell.
And how many hits on the spell?
3.
You have 2 net hits. What's the suggestion you're implanting?
You stand yourself in front of these grudges, these commoners. You stand yourself in front of a pro. Could you be more pathetic? Could you bring more shame? Don't you just want to start crying? Don't you want to fold over and ask for money? Doesn't matter what you want to do, you're going to do it.
You fucking sadist. Yeah, just as Steve gets there, this big tough yak just starts holding onto Steve's trouser leg and crying and dragging him down, and he's just whispering into his ear. And make me a auditory perception check, guys.
4 hit.
2 hits.
3 hits.
2 hits.
So only Toyga can make this out, as he's just begging Steve, I need to go to the bathroom now. I just need you to cover my post for 5 minutes. Okay. And yeah, you can see him crying and he's trying to be as quiet as he possibly can. And Steve doesn't really know what to do with the situation, as he's just had an FN half thrust into his hands and he's looking at this thing, and he's probably held a pistol before, but this is an assault rifle, and he's torn between cool and what the frag is going on right now?
Mav sub-vocalizes into the group chat. Huggy, suggest a smoke break.
Huggy is going to sort of stand up from everybody is now sort of sitting watching this, and she goes, well, if we go, and just pull a pack of cigarettes out of the toolbox and goes, any of you guys want fun?
One of the older guy just kind of looks at you and says, after the morning I have had, that sounds like heaven I gave 5 years ago.
I started today. I'm just going to take one out, sort of hands the packet round, and, sort of eyes exit.
Give me a negotiation, please, Huggy.
I don't have negotiations, so that would be...
defaulting to charisma at -1, but you will get...
Can I assist?
You can indeed, yes. I was going to give you a +3, because these guys have just had a day.
Also, incredibly awkward social drama just took place in the other side of the
Oh
room.
my god, I'm rolling terribly today. I got 1 hit, so you get a total of +4 there.
That's +3. I'm rolling 5 dice. That's not a lot of dice. 1 hit.
So he just kind of looks at you and says, look, already meant to, especially today, but frag it. Oh no, he's not going to care. He's in an office with whatever the fuck happened to him's boss. Come on, let's go out the front. They're not going to give a damn. So they...
Before everyone leaves, cast Influence Mental.
Go ahead.
Tiger, stop being a bastard already.
No, don't. It's funny.
4 hits. Just gonna try and deal with the drain. Yep, shake off the drain. I'm whispering like a child. Speak from the chest. Let everyone hear you.
You have 3
You
hits.
monster.
You have 3 net hits, and he just kind of goes, you know what? Bollocks to it. I'm going for a smoke. The drone will keep. He just shat himself. We had a cyber attack last night. It's not even 11 o'clock. I am done with today. Drag it. I'm having a cigarette, and I don't care if my husband smells it on me when I get home.
Right, so
We've now cleared the room except for one.
For Steve, who's alternating between yeah and oh god.
Tiger, do you want to take this guy out quietly, preferably without being a sociopath? Or is it tasers at dawn?
Is it just Steve that's still here?
Yep.
I say to Mav, I can probably deal with him. Tiger's had enough fun for today.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, Steve, as you walk over, Steve, he's doing he's probably clearly the apprentice, who's probably about 18, and he's doing I got an assault right. Oh shit, it's the safety on this on. Yeah, I got an assault rifle. Oh shit, I shouldn't have my finger on the trigger. Yeah.
I've got an assault rifle. Oh shit, I have an assault rifle. Oh yeah, I have an assault rifle. Oh shit, I have an assault rifle.
So Sunshine makes when someone's trying to really overemphasize their feminine walking, where they're almost putting one leg in front of the other to get a really pronounced hip sway.
Have you seen Red Dwarf? Have you seen the bit where Crichton does an impersonation of Kachansky? That is all I can think of right now. So, yeah, I see where you're going with this. So you're taking advantage of this 18-year-old lad's hormones.
Yes. So Sunshine's walking up to him, twirling like. So Sunshine, she's got an undercut on one side, but on the other side, long hair, and she's sort of twirling a bit of it around her finger. And goes, "Hey, nice gun you've got there."
It depresses me how many men would fall for this.
Oh yeah, it's so true. He's like a 17 or 18-year-old apprentice. This man's mind is currently blank. He is butter.
God in his wisdom gave man both brain and penis and enough blood to run one of them at a time.
Yeah, he ain't thinking with the big head right now.
Yeah. Hey Steve, can I borrow you for a moment? And I sort of do a side-eye thing.
I'm not even going to make you roll this.
So
Again, would be I'm depressed by how well this would work.
So I take Steve by the hand and lead him into the small room.
Yes, he follows.
I wrap my arm around his shoulders, like have him against the wall, lean in, kiss him for like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds, wait until his brain is completely and utterly turned off, and then...
Hard choice.
The big brain has turned off at any rate.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
And then, oh, for God's sake, 2 hits on my taser attack.
I am not going to give him a defense here, so both of those tasers are net hits.
Okay, so 10 stun, AP minus half impact.
Also, he ain't wearing
Any armor.
So he's resisting this purely on body. He is quite a big lad.
Yeah.
However, yeah, he's just taken 9 stun. He's not out, but he is jerking, twitching, ragdolling.
I taser him again.
Yeah.
And just before I go for the second one, sorry, Steve, nothing personal.
Sunshine, you do realize this young man is going to tell all his friends that he made out with like he had sex with you in this cupboard.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
For Stephen.
I mean, are literally any of us surprised right now? Come on, let's go.
No.
That was worryingly easy. Anyway, who wants the gun? Maverick, do you want the gun? I'm pretty sure I
I'll
know.
take the gun.
That's
Okay.
for the best.
If you have your own gun, the Sunshine grabs the assault rifle.
Mav just looks slightly askance.
Hey, I put in the hard work on this. I had to put out for this.
There.
And she's like she's cuddling this assault rifle like it's a treasured pet.
You may have put in the hard work, but I think Steve's the one that's going to be, hard at work. I think kicks like the unconscious Steve a few times.
Poor lad.
Shall we get on with
If
this?
only he'd thought with the other head.
Like, you
Tiger.
tased him twice, and it is somehow still... Is that normal? I don't think that's normal.
Why are you looking, Tiger?
Maverick, it's enormous.
Shut up and get in the hatch.
It's fucking enormous. Why are you not looking at it?
A, I've seen bigger. B, you're supposed to go and see a doctor if it lasts for more than 4 taser shocks.
Oh, what? Have you seen
Children.
You used to work at a horse farm or something. Jesus.
I will turn this run around.
All
Get
right.
in the hatch.
All right, Dad. Everyone into the hole.
Tiger, you're invisible. Go first.
As you drop down the hatch, the air down here is still and musty, and you can hear voices in the dark. There is light down here, but it's just like dim bulbs. When you get down, there's 3 guys stood round what seems to be a small train, loading boxes that have been brought down here, and they're putting them onto the train. And one of them just turns around and looks at you and says, "Hey, no dock workers down here. What the frag do you think you're doing? Get back up the ladder."
Sunshine sort of steps out from the vent and goes, "Oh, sorry, Ome. I think must have got turned around and took a wrong turn. We were trying to get to the shadow run," and runs behind the train.
Okay, please roll initiative.
Woo!
All right, so the first person to go is actually the guy who sat in the train, who just turns round and he's just looking like, what the ever-loving fuck is happening? The train driver at the front, or the guy who looks like he's driving the train anyway, spins round, drawing a predator, so that's his first action, and he's going to take a shot at Mav. He's not at any light penalties, even though it is quite dark, but he is a bit of a range penalty, so he will be down a couple of dice. Could I get your reaction?
Roll my defense.
Yes, please.
Reaction plus 2.
Why plus 2?
Adept.
Fair. Absolutely fine. So yeah, the shot just goes absolutely wild. It's barely even aimed, frankly. And one of the Yakuza guys, he just reaches onto the bed of the train next to him. It's like a tiny little thing. It's only like 2.5 feet wide, the bed of this thing. It's really, really small. And he grabs an assault rifle and he's going to rip off a 3-round wide burst at Mav. So you'll be at -2 for that and an additional -1, so -3 overall in your defense.
So, -1 overall. 2 hits.
So he has 2 nets, so please resist 6 physical AP -1.
Which will be stun damage because I have more ballistic armor than that.
Cool.
I take 2 points of stun.
Alright, cool. That's fine. So you get to reply.
Oh, it's me. Excellent. I'm gonna hop into some cover on the far side of the train and shoot the fucker who just shot me.
You'll be at a -1 for range.
I'm actually just gonna move to opposite.
Are you just hiding behind the crate, putting the pistol over sideways and just squeezing until the trigger goes clear?
A, I'm using a taser because it's significantly more dangerous.
Ironically.
And B, it's smart linked, so kinda can. 3 hits.
3 hits. Now, normally defender wins ties, but this is a taser. So
Contact
weapon, exactly. He's gonna have to roll half his impact armor. He only takes 1 point of stun, sadly.
Oh.
You have one more simple action.
No, I didn't. I had to draw a weapon. I did not do this in the wrong order.
Yeah. You had to use a simple action to ready weapon. So, that's your turn, Mav. One of the other Yakuza is gonna pull out a gun as well.
If you guys end up dying down in this hole, I'm not coming down to pick you up.
Are you just quietly
fair.
driving away? Never to be seen again. End of the campaign. The guy who looks like he's in charge actually reaches onto the bed of the train where the others had their rifles, and you can see there's 3 rifles there. Picks up a sword, katana, and just slaps the sire off, and just goes piling over and takes a swing at Mav. So you'll be on a +2 for...
That's a complex action to melee attack.
Damn you and being right. Alright, we're back.
Suffer the action economy. Suffer.
We'll suffer the action economy. Screw it. Rule of cool. He's going to just slap the sire off, try to look all cool and badass, and he's got to pile...
Sounds like a quick draw roll.
He doesn't have the quick draw skill.
It's not a skill. You can just default it. Agility -1.
Yeah.
Difficulty 3.
Nah, you only got 1 hit.
He fucks it
Yeah,
up.
he does. He piles over and he gets his jacket caught on something, and he's just a little bit slower than he was intending, but he's now squaring up to Mav with a katana. So that puts us on the last guy, who is going to grab his rifle and take a short, wide burst at Toiga. So please roll.
I'm invisible. How does he know I'm here?
God damn it, stop being right. He's going to take a short, wide burst at Sunshine.
I'm in cover.
That's fine. You'll get an additional 4 dice on your defense,
Lovely.
which means that you're actually on a +2 because this is a wide burst.
Okay. Oh, cock my dice.
Chuck him in the harbor. Get new ones.
Seriously, I've not had one good roll all night. Ugh.
You haven't, have you? Ouch. So that is... that's 9 physical with AP -1. What's your armor rate? Ballistic armor rating, please?
9. Let's see how badly this rolls. 3 hits. Ow, I've just taken 6 physical. God damn it.
If we have to deliver Sunshine unconscious back to Luna 2 days in a row, Luna may have words.
You duck down behind the train, and there's just this... It feels like you've been punched in the gut, and suddenly the crate in front of you is just spattered in red, and you're just looking down going, what? Oh, frag. As you catch one of the rounds. That puts us on Toiga.
Okay, I'm going to run over to where Sunshine is.
Okay.
So, I cast Increased Reflexes on the train down. No one's going to see the grand dramatic gesture, but there's a grand dramatic gesture as I command both spirits to appear.
So ordering a spirit is a simple action. So what you can do is just tell them, get your asses over here and help me, and attack, if that's what you're wanting to do. So you're ordering them both as a group, so it's a simple action overall.
Yeah, it's... Both of you here now. Those people are alive. I don't want them to be for much longer. And then speak a phrase is a simple action. So... The CB Kenshin was in an armoured car with his pet ogre beside him, and he still died. What help in hell have you?
Toiga's been reading his Shakespeare. Excellent.
As far as they're concerned, this is a voice booming out of nowhere while monsters appear. So I don't know if intimidate is like a debuff people can have, but I think they should be intimidated.
I tell you what, I'll give them a -2 if you succeed on your intimidation roll, and I'll give you a +3 because that was awesome.
I don't have intimidation as a skill, so is it charisma?
Defaults to charisma.
3 hits.
So I'm going to say that the 2 guards, they are now just looking at the ceiling going, what the frag, thinking it's come from up there, and the lieutenant is looking severely shaken, and as he's looking at you, Mav, and that puts us on Sunshine's turn.
What's the guy in the train? The random job guy who is driving the train.
He's already gone. He shot at Mav.
No, I mean, what's he doing? How is he reacting to the voice from the heavens condemning him and his boss to die?
Looking pretty nervous. He's not happy about it. It's not his turn yet, so you're not really finding out what the frag he's doing about it, but he's pretty freaked out. He's looking at the ceiling and going, where is the thing in the ceiling I can shoot? Sunshine, your turn.
Sunshine looks down at her abdomen, and all the red that's leaking out of it, and goes, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And closes her eyes for a second, reopens them, and her face has hardened a lot. She's angry now. Stands up from behind the train. Is probably actually shouting in Japanese at the moment, given that she's bilingual. So the rest of the team don't know what she's shouting, but she is just going to run for the guy that Mav is fighting, and is going to attempt to tase him.
As you do, a guy that none of you had quite noticed before in the dark, who had been cowering in the train, finally gets his shit together. Probably just through abject terror, stands up and throws something at Sunshine. Could you roll me your reaction, please, Sunshine?
Just reaction.
Just reaction. It's basically you're just trying to avoid getting hit by whatever the hell he's throwing at you.
Yeah, I've critically glitched that because I'm wounded.
You did. So whatever it is just hits you full in the face. And anybody looking, there's just this white puff of drugs that just gets sprayed everywhere. Sunshine, it's in your nose, it's in your eyes, you get a mouthful, you breathe this stuff in, it's in your ears, it's all in your clothes. And
Don't be bliss, don't be bliss, don't be bliss, don't be bliss.
And you just go down. You hit the deck, out cold. Toiga, could I get a perception check, please? Only Toiga for this one.
3 hits.
So you're looking astrally at this point because you're calling your spirits forth, and you need to be able to, you want to be able to see them to direct them before they materialize. You just see Sunshine body, it's wounded, but it's taken a while to learn how to do this. You can differentiate between the body and a person's astral signature, for lack of a better term, their soul. You see Sunshine's leave her body and just shrink to a pinprick.
Well, I need to do something about that.
Her body's not dead, her body's breathing. It's just not occupied right now. Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, alas, poor Steve. Who's the most unfortunate bystander you lot have ever fragged over in the course of your misadventures? Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Carl Casey, and the background music is also by Carl Casey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by LucasDuff, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license, so if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.